Thanks for staying with us. You're still on to Good Morning Nigeria on the network service of the NTA. Coming up next is Newspaper Review.
All right, Chukwudi Obaja is right here with us this morning. I'm excited to see you, Chukwudi. Happy New Year to you.
I don't know whether to speak to you or your beautiful hair. I will try to concentrate on the owner of the hair. How are you, Nyere?
Very well. Good
Wonderful
to see
hair
you.
you've got there. In
Chukwudi.
fact, I want to recommend that you present with the back of your...
I still love my job, pleto
How are you doing?
Very well.
It's good to see you. Demo, how now? Good. Good to see you too. You're welcome, my dear.
Good to see you.
God bless you.
Yeah. All right. So you kickstart.
All right, so let's begin with the leadership this morning. The leadership newspaper leads with tears, fond memories as families, colleagues mourn loss of 7 Gombe journalists. That's on page 4. And we have below that 2 brothers crushed to death by vehicle in Ebonyi. Not so good. And the picture story, very interesting. It's the picture of the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, welcoming the first baby of 2026, a girl, born at 12 a.m. on Thursday and weighing 3.42 kg at the Federal Medical Center, Ajabi, Abuja. Very beautiful. And of course, may God bless the newborn and every other child, born in the year 2026. All right, away from that, January 1 rain in Lagos sparks hopes of showers of blessing. That's on page 7. Tax laws controversy. National Assembly releases transmitted bills. New Year, that's the kicker of this one. Governors vow tougher security measures against terrorists. Details on page 7. And also we have Navy dredges 11-kilometer waterway in Lake Chad to stop terrorist occupation. You can find that on page 20. Finally, AFCON 2025. Super Eagles confident ahead of Mozambique knockout clash. All of that on page 30. All right, I'm done here.
All right, I have the Blueprint newspaper, and just above the nameplate, we have federal government's 30,000 billion Bodija explosion relief fund still intact, or your state government. That story can be found on page 7. And below that nameplate, Akpabio withdraws all defamation suits after priest sermon. The details on page 18. Naira ends 2025 at 1,429 to a dollar. First annual gain after 13 years. Then we have Super Eagles in closed-door training for Mozambique. Major events that shaped 2025. River state of emergency, mass defections, Niger school children abduction, Unity schools closure, tax reform bills, and many more. Details of that headline story on Blueprint newspaper can be found on page 8. Then we have pictures of actors in the year. The Tinubu's tough decisions, pressure and weight of reforms. Details of that story also can be found on page 8. Senator Akwashiki dies in India at 52. Barao mourns. NAS makes copies of gazetted tax reforms laws available to public. Details of that story on page 10. Digital transition. MDAs go fully paperless. Then we have the Kwara State. Boy play with banger ignites fire in 8-story building. So unfortunate. Details of that story on page 6. Chooks.
You know, when you see these people, what do they call it now? Knockouts, throwing knockouts and all that. You have to be very careful. Some of them are mischief, walking in human form. I had to ask the children to roll up the glasses.
We had a similar incident, New Year's Day, at Wuse 2. The hotel was burnt down as a result of this banger.
They deliberately threw it under the moving vehicle. Yeah, they do that.
It's wickedness.
It's wickedness. Look at now, 8-story building.
Yeah.
Imagine. And the most unfortunate aspect is that they were throwing it right in front of the policeman guiding our church, in spite of all the messages that came from the police.
Yes.
They were throwing it between the policeman's legs. Look, we have to learn to obey instructions.
True.
We don't in this country. I heard you, who was calling January the month of reality. I think it was, he said it was a familiar January reality check.
Yes,
He's already frightened. I saw your panic when they mentioned school fees. I don't pay fees anymore. So I'm in a position to.
but it's really reality.
But January can be harsh. Jokes aside, January can be harsh. I was listening to Jide Ojo and Ikechukwu yesterday after the newspaper review. Professor Ikechukwu said, they've all had their crossover yesterday, you know. You don't know what are they crossing over? What are they crossing over from? Some of them are still owing rent. But man still has to hope, you know. Hope retains life.
That is
Even when there's no basis for hoping, you still manage to inject it because it keeps you going.
Yeah.
Imagine now, January 1 rain in Lagos sparks hopes of showers of blessing. Lagos is a coastal area, like Port Harcourt, Warrior, and the rest of them. Rain can fall on January. They're imputing something this country. So what are they crossing from? Some of them are still paying rent. Okay. Tears, fond memories as families, colleagues mourn loss of 7 Gombe journalists. That is not something we're going to forget in a hurry. And the grim harvest affected a lot of our own. 6 staff from our side.
Nigerian
No.
But it's okay. 7 now.
But it's okay. It has happened. It has happened. We leave God to take care of the families of the departed. Well, let's try as much as we can to give them succor. Because even if you're not giving money, that psychological relief people receive from, don't worry, God is still watching you. It is something we have to learn to give to people.
You just need to pray along with that.
Exactly. It's very important. Very, very important. Now, tax laws, the National Assembly is is putting out the transmitted copies. I just hope that there are no discrepancies, because if really there are
several controversies over the tax laws, and I think yesterday we read in the papers that the House of Representatives set up a committee to look into the controversies and solution.
What I'm saying is, I hope nobody tampered with what was sent from the National Assembly. If that happens, that is a serious offense, very serious. So let's pray that it is all it's all typographical error. Did you? Anyway, you didn't mention that Anthony Joshua has been discharged. It's somewhere there. We should note it, because there were rumors that he had to be flown abroad. You know, there are no hospitals in Nigeria, blah 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 blah. But you can see that he was treated here and he's been discharged. And they are saying that his driver has to be prosecuted. I hear he overtook, from the right and ran into a stationary
truck.
I mean, what's the meaning of that? And look at the cream of people. Everybody is important. But when you have Anthony Joshua in your car, it's not just bearing passengers.
That's personality.
That is life, We're not saying anybody's less important. First baby of the year. I hope you guys are not starting a controversy. Which one really be the first baby? Is it the one that Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu has now? This is FMC baby.
Yes.
Or the one we had yesterday. This one they said came at 12,000.
Yes.
The one we announced yesterday was
National Hospital.
National Hospital 1201.
Okay. So we can say that
they are all babies of the year.
Thank you, my dear. They are all babies of the year. And you see, this oppression, you people in the metropolis, foist on people in the hinterland. Who tell you say one woman no born for Karekiti?
No, but the thing is, I think it happens in every state. The wives of governors also do the same thing, like the first lady.
No, what he said is that the wives of the governors will not go to the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
That's true. But at least it happens in all the states. So the way from the FCT.
Anyway, you can't reach out. You can't reach
I see it
them.
as a cosmopolitan oppression because there are people in the villages that must have had a baby just when 12 hit it.
And that's why local government should function. Because if local governments function, they can also be
You're right.
traced.
You're right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's quite true.
That's
quite true. It's okay.
But for me, whether born on the 1st of January, 12 a.m., 3 a.m., born 2nd, 3rd, you're all babies of the year. And the prayer for every family
as long as you are born.
Yes, as long as you are born.
They are all God's children.
Yes.
But what's happening here is that we are trying to observe things that bring laughter into humanity, that bring shine into humanity. It can be all work. Some festivities do not go beyond what you see there, but they have become part of the human spirit. And when it doesn't happen, that Happy New Year. You know, I used to tell my father, how can you tell me January 1, happy is going to be a wonderful year? You don't know whether the sun will burn your yams. You don't know whether the rain will be too much on your cassava. This man would just leave what he's saying. It is your own that the sun and the rain will damage. I said, Papa, that's not where I'm going. He said, well, I've returned your...
Yes.
The point is, optimism is a necessary elixir in life.
True.
That's it. Hope is what you get drunk on when there's no alcohol around. You let those who are happy all the time, it doesn't mean they don't suffer things, but they have programmed themselves to think positively. Everybody needs it.
But you know, when you think positively and you speak positively, you attract positive things into
I agree with you. I'm not a superstitious person, but I agree with you. It happens to me.
It's likely that yours will be a positive story. So
Preach
I just think...
Preach it, Pastor.
No.
But it's the truth.
We only have 15 minutes for this, so we're not going to dwell much on it. But she's talking to you about the power of the mind. Christians call it faith. Muslims call it faith. The great religions call it faith. Without faith, you're nothing.
Evangelist.
You tell a doctor, please, doctor, try now. This man is in trouble. He tells you, I've done all I can for him. It is now left for him to fight. It doesn't mean... He means the man should start telling himself, I shall not die. I shall not die. It's a great thing.
True.
For those who know how to practice it. He's jealous. He didn't know that Chukwudi could also mount the pulpit. We know you people.
This is a new reform truth.
New improved Chukwudi. I don't become homo myself.
Many thanks.
This
Many thanks,
is what you're
Chukwudi.
preaching this morning. This is a new year, you know. Is it? Anyway.
Thank you so much.
Let me tap
He's
the
even
anointing.
giving me a handshake.
I want to tap the anointing. All right.
Please be on the air.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Anyway, we'll go for a break now. When we return, the conversation will kickstart. Stay with us.